Hey guys, what's up? Darcy here at 6 Strings 9 Lives, back for another CD vinyl update. I don't know if this will be my last one for the year. Maybe one more. We'll see if we can squeeze one in. Have a couple other things that I've been listening to. Just prior to my last update, I was waiting for the new Iron Maiden live Knights of the Dead, Legacy of the Beast live in Mexico City. You know what? It came a couple hours after I uploaded my last update, and I was kind of glad it didn't come. It's given me, you know, well over a week here to really absorb this live album, and honestly, it's fantastic. And in the comment section, somebody said it would be cool if, you know, whether it was me or just in general, if somebody would do a live ranking. And you know what? Lo and behold, I have a friend right here on YouTube, Cloudy Milder, Andy. He did just that. I am going to leave a link to that video because it is fantastic and pretty much bang on of where I would go. Maybe a couple little changes near the bottom, but Andy totally got me listening to. You know, I spent my whole day off on Sunday listening to live Iron Maiden, just getting into it. You know, what a great experience. I don't know, I'm funny with the live Maiden stuff. It's a different experience for me with the live stuff versus a studio album. You know, most of the studio albums, you just know like the back of your hand. And then I throw in one of these live albums. And in this case, I was actually not at this certain show, but I got to see Iron Maiden in Edmonton, Alberta. You know, it was a nice little plane ride for me because driving is probably 11 hours drive, but well worth it. Something I don't do very often, but I'm so happy that I got to see this tour. So putting this album on really, it just brought those memories of that show. And I was reunited with a friend that I haven't seen for over 30 years. You can put a price on that. Dale, best time ever. Hope you're watching. I'm sure you will. Anyways, I'm sorry for babbling on, but this Iron Maiden is well worth picking up. And it would rank quite high. I won't give anything away because go over and watch Cloudy's video. It's, like I said, it's awesome. Anyways, I picked up the vinyl version of... Yes, so Knights of the Dead, Legacy of the Beast, live in Mexico City. Just an awesome set list. And like I said, I've been pulling out the live Maiden. There's a few songs on here, like, and the one thing that I do really respect or kudos to Iron Maiden for doing songs from the Blaze era, and they're fantastic. There's two on here. What do we got here? Sign of the Cross and the Klansman, which Bruce does very well, but just nice that they acknowledge the work of Blaze because these are great songs and they're so awesome live. They have not done these songs in on a live album. I don't know if they've played them, but anyways, on a live album, they last did these on Rock in Rio. And, you know, just for shits and giggles, I put on the Klansman, this version, and then Rock in Rio version back to back. Then I put on Sign of the Cross back to back. Awesome. Like, just, you know, yes, Bruce has lost a little bit on the range, recovering from cancer in his mouth, but you know what? If you put these on side by side, he's not missing a beat. It is awesome. And then finally it wraps up with Run to the Hills. So I played Rock in Rio's version, and then I immediately put on this version. Just awesome. Yeah, I'm saying awesome a lot, but it is. Go out and get this great live album. Triple gatefold. Fantastic artwork. And, you know, this is anything Maiden. I just jump all over it. I just love it. Great gatefold, like I said. So, and I do love the theme of this album. They have a theme, and I'll show you the first insert. So part one is war, And these are all sketches. I'm sure this is all, you know, Rod Smallwood's doing what he wants to happen and how the show will be set up, and obviously lots of input from the band. There's a great shot of that inner. And I'll just show you one of the vinyl there. I just got the black version, and here is the center ring for this one. I think they're all the same. Maybe the center rings are a little bit different in the color, but all that stained glass, that looks awesome. Second part, Religion. That's kind of when the whole thing changes over. You got the stained glass going, and the whole setup for that. And there is probably for Flight of Icarus. I think that came down during. Just super cool. What a show that was. And it's a spectacle. It's not only just hey, we're going to a rock concert. We're going to an event, like an awesome event. And here's the third one, and this one is Hell. So, and I think this was an inflatable. I think it just blew up. Yeah, let's see if there's photos. Yeah. And you know, you got the airplane and everything. It was just like unreal. So great set. I even picked this one up on CD. I am that much of an Iron Maiden nut. Do I need this stuff? No, but whatever. Here's the CD, and I do like this one. This is the Digipack version. So this fits in well if you are in, have been collecting the new Digipack reissues. This is just fits right well in that set. And this is a 2 CD set. And there's the 2 CDs, a little bit different color on the stained glass. I keep wanting to say stained glass, but no, stained glass. And just a killer set list. And I should mention a few more songs. They haven't played Where Eagles Dare in a long time, or Revelations. Love those songs. Peace of Mind is just a great album, period. And like I mentioned before, Sign of the Cross, The Klansman, you know, oh, that, the intro to that, the bass, it's just, yeah, really cool. Wraps up with Run to the Hills, and in this version, Bruce says, what does he say? Get off your horse and drink your milk, cowboy, and just goes right into the song. Pretty cool. And this set came with a nice booklet. So, and yeah, just cool artwork. You got these little, if you've ever been to Mexico, you see these little skulls for sale everywhere. And yeah, you can get some Eddie ones. It's pretty cool. And this is just filled with great photos and write-ups. I don't think there's lyrics. No, you don't need any lyrics in here. You all know these songs. And this CD set, I didn't get the other package one, but this one comes with a set of stickers, which I obviously will keep in here, and a cool little poster of the tour dates. Well, like, isn't that neat? So nice little touch with the CD version. Both sound great. Very happy to have picked up this set here, and I already see the vinyl version is you know, it just jumped up in price. It's already probably here in Canada anyways, probably about $15 or $16 more when it was on the pre-order. So yeah, definitely. And I'll just remind you again, if you want to go watch a cool video, go watch Andy's ranking video. His top 3 would definitely be my top 3. So I mean, there's a couple that you can just guess because they're just, I mean, they're legendary albums. So anyways, what can I show you next? Back in 2004, I got to go see, actually, I busted out this shirt from the archives. It's 16 years old, but I've looked after it. But this is Megadeth, The System Has Failed tour shirt. And the opening band for that concert happened to be Exodus on this tour. And I just recently picked up this reissue from Nuclear Blast, Tempo of the Damned. So this would be their, what, 6th studio album. And first since 1992. So this is a killer album. If you've missed this one, go out and give it a whirl. It's my favorite Exodus since they've reunited. Definitely the best thing they've done so far. You know, you got Gary Holt, you got the H team, Gary Holt, Rick Hunholt, Tom Hunting on drums. Jack Gibson has been on their bass player for a long time. And then you got Steve Souza. So I did get to see this show, but honestly, it was a little disappointing because just prior to, I think this album came out in February, and I don't know when I went to that show. Probably, I think it was like November. Anyways, Steve had a falling out with these guys, and he left the band. Whether he was fired or not, I don't know. Doesn't matter. But, you know, I was a little disappointed that he wasn't there. But they had a fill-in vocalist. His name is Steve Esquivel, if I'm pronouncing that right. He is, you would know him from a band called Skin Lab. I'm not really familiar with any of their material, but he did a good job. It was pretty cool. And after Exodus did their set, you know, the guys were out in the crowd. I mean, Rick Hunholt was literally right behind me with his wife or girlfriend. And then when Megadeth came up to play the song back in the day, all of them joined up on stage. It was pretty cool. You know, the first time I've seen Megadeth with that lineup with, you know, the Drover brothers and James McDonough on bass, and of course Dave. But yeah, definitely check out, little story time, sorry. Anyways, check out this album. Oh, actually a couple of my favorite Exodus songs are on here. Blacklist is absolute must-have Exodus. Shroud of Urine, Forward March, awesome song. And there is a song on here that is written by actually Kirk Hammett, Gary Holt, and Tom Hunting. The music is written, it's called Impaler, so it's kind of some leftover stuff from way back when Hammett was in the band. And the lyrics were written by Paul Bailoff. Rest in peace, Paul. And this one has a bonus track of Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. And this is a studio version. Really good version. Exodus does this one of AC/DC's, and they're good at covering AC/DC songs. And there is a cover of Overdose on Fabulous Disaster. And there's a live version that I have, actually, if you've ever checked out this live Exodus album. Good, Friendly, Violent Fun. There is a Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap live version on there, really good also. Let me quickly show you this vinyl. It's two-piece vinyl. I just got the black version. I saved the hype sticker right here, but definitely worth a pickup. This is like I said, kind of must-have Exodus. These guys are, yeah. I just, you know, I wish this lineup. I wish, you know, shit didn't go bad back then, and you know, then they went into the Rob Dukes era, and I do like some of that stuff, but it's not my, I'll be honest, it's not my favorite stuff. I love Steve as a vocalist. I love the debut. But anyways, black vinyl. Another one I picked up from Nuclear Blast. And you know what? If you watch this channel before, you can never have too much Overkill. That's something, yeah, like I said, if you watch me. Anyways, they had a reissue of Ironbound. To me, if we use a sports analogy, this is a turning point. This is the TSN, which is a sports network here in North America. Anyways, the TSN turning point. This is the album where they really regained momentum, solid album. And I do have another copy of this, but this is the first one I have on Nuclear Blast. The other one is on E1. That was released in, actually back then they had two deals. They had a North American deal on E1, and then they had their international or their other deal on Nuclear Blast, but now their past 2 albums are all on Nuclear Blast, and their future album here in early 2021, I'm hoping. Anyways, here is the gatefold. Just a great album. The Green and the Black, Bring Me the Night, a couple of other favorites, The Head and the Heart, the SRC, wrapping this one up. So yeah, I picked up this one and that Exodus on from Nuclear Blast reissue, and these went really quick. They're on strictly limited edition, it says. So again, I don't know how many that is or whatever, it doesn't matter, but it is on a green marbled vinyl, and it's just beautiful. I wouldn't have cared even if it was a black version. I would have picked it up. And I think there was a marbled version of the Tempo of the Dam, but I just went with the black version. I think it was $4 cheaper or something, but this was the only option for that one, for this one. And definitely good to have some more Overkill in the collection. And that's a 2-disc set. Overkill's 15th overall studio album. And these guys are working on their 20th studio album, so pretty cool. I just read that they're, one second, talk too much, my mouth is dry. Anyways, I just read that they are working this time with Colin Richardson. You'll know that name in metal. And Overkill did 3 albums with him. They did Killbox 13, Relics 14, and Bloodletting he was involved in. So good to change it up. They have had, they work with Andy Sneap. They've worked with, last album, they worked with Chris Zeus Harris. You'll know that name too in the metal world. Next up is, it's another Cloudy Milder recommendation. Cloudy, you were the highlight of this video. Anyways, Cloudy's a good shit and knows his stuff. But back, he got me into this band called Ram. Great new wave of traditional heavy metal. And I would say this next band, he showed them, a couple of times. And sometimes I pay a lot of attention, or sometimes I just don't, and it comes back around later, and it's like, why didn't I pay attention? And that's the case with this band, Gamma Bomb. I picked up their 6th studio album called Speed Between the Lines. And, they're on AFM. I thought, that's a pretty reputable label, pretty cool. So these guys are, where's the hype sticker? Did I have it? So these guys are from Ireland. Basically, old school 80s thrash sounding stuff, but on a real, the lyrics they're funny, they're based on, on comic, I don't know about comic books, but they're just kind of just a fun band. If you listen to some of these songs like 6616, Bring Out the Monster, We're Going to Eat You, maybe like kind of, I wouldn't say all the way Anthrax side, but, Nuclear Assault. There's newer bands that have fun like this, like Municipal Waste, stuff like that. But so here's the track listing. It looks like a stack of, whether that's like books or VHS tapes, I don't know. But like I said, this is their 6th studio album. And kind of what got me going on wanting to pick up this, well, of course, it was a recommendation by Andy, was they have a brand new album coming out, just released actually today, December, whatever it is, 4th today or 5th, called Sea Savage. I've pre-ordered that one too. Anyways, this is a killer album. If you want some fun thrash, something that you just haven't heard in a while, it is solid. Go YouTube. There's the first song, Give Me Leather. Yeah, there's lots of thrash in here, but there's some straight up Judas Priest worship with the vocals. Like I mentioned before, the song called 616, Bring Out the Monster. There's a video for that. Check that out. There's a song called Kurt Russell, mentioning, that movie Tango and Cash, stuff like that. So that's what I'm talking about with, the lyrics are, a little on the juvenile side, but I like it. It's kind of just a a little escape away from, you know, the political stuff and things that are, you know, war or what's going on in the world stuff. These kind of little bit of comic relief, we'll say. Definitely check out some Gamma Bomb. I've ordered a couple more of their albums, and like I said, including the new album called Sea Savage. I think there's a couple of videos for that already. We got 3 more things here. So I've been where's that other one? The other one I don't have with me right now, but I've been adding some Voivod to my collection. You know, Canadian legends, you know, whether they're, you know, they're a mixture of everything, but I do enjoy earlier Voivod, and I have not, it took me, what, 2 years to check out this album. This is their newest studio album from 2018 called The Wake. Really solid album. And these guys are still, you know, plugging away after all these years. And if you're familiar with the, you know, I love albums like Angel Rat and what's those 3 I picked up? Yes, Angel Rat, The Outer Limits, and what's that other one? Nothing Face. I recently just picked up the deluxe version of Dimension Hatros, which I left downstairs. We'll show that in another update. Anyways, great stuff. Still looking to add some more Voivod to the collection. And they just released this brand new live album. I think it's been out for a week. So this would be from, you know, this tour. This is called Lost Machine. I think I just got this a few days ago. I've spun it a couple times. These guys still sound awesome live. Here's the track listing. You know, you can see which albums these came from. So there's a little bit of everything on here. Wrapping up the show with a classic song, the song Voivod. And it's in a slipcase, released on Century Media. You know, you got Snake on vocals, Chewy on guitar, Rocky on bass, and longtime legendary drummer Away. Very cool. And I always love their artwork. It's very unique. You know, really fits this band. And here is the CD. I didn't show you the booklet on the other one. So anyways, got this red theme going on, just like the studio album. And there is a picture of Snake. There's Chewy. I'm sure you guys all know a little Voivod in, you know, in some shape or form, but there's still some of their newer stuff. I'll call it their newer stuff that I need to get into. I still don't have any of the albums with Jason Newsted on bass, and I heard a lot of those are good, and I do have a few in my Amazon cart that I will pick off, or if I can actually get them at a record shop, I will. And there's some more pictures. So yeah, great live album from Voivod. Still adding, like I said, some Voivod to the collection. In this update, anyways, we'll wrap up this update with, they had a record store Black Friday here this past Friday. I was after, I think, just a couple of things. The one I got so far, the one, I have to drive 2 hours away to even go to these places, and sometimes that's just not possible. I will sometimes just ask a friend to go there, see if they can grab something for me. I'm still after that Anthrax, the Soldiers of Metal, that one, and hopefully I still can get a copy of that. But I did pick up this Dio Dream Evil Live. There's the hype sticker. This is just a collector's item for me. I love anything Dio. First time on vinyl, recorded live at Donington in 1987 on the Dream Evil tour, which, fantastic album, one of my favorite albums, Dream Evil. Newly designed art image based on the original Dream Evil tour merch. And there is the back. And I did spin this. I spun it once. Sounds awesome. You know what? You go pick up this and then you go on eBay an hour later This is 3 times the price you'll ever want to pay. And if I don't actually get something like this at cost, I honestly won't go after it. It's important, but not that important. You know, you're not going to pay, you know, $80 for this plus $15 shipping. You know, no thanks. But anyways, that is it for this update. Yeah, definitely go check out some Iron Maiden. And again, I will leave that link below over to Annie's channel. Check out that video. You can pretty much predict number 1, but after that, yeah, and you'll be surprised at this new album where it ranks up. Even with me, great live album. Definitely check it out if you're, you know, if you're a fan of Iron Maiden. You know, and this year's been the shit. So little things like that, you know, those little carrots in life where you know, set them in front of you, look forward to stuff like that. We will get through this shit year. I'm hoping, I see 2021 as being, I hate to say it, but another 6 months of uncertainty. But I think we are going to bounce back after that. But keep flying that metal flag wherever you are. It will help you get through some, like I said, some shit times. And until next time, stay heavy.